mind various audiences, be it the public, be it policymakers, is the fact that this country has been mining for over 100 years. I know next month we'll be celebrating our independence, and we're talking about being independent for 60 years. But when it comes to the actual mining, extracting of minerals in this country, it started way back, way beyond we actually got independence. Within this period of mining, I think there are a number of lessons that have been learned. Part of the lessons are speaking to the fact that this country has struggled to derive meaningful benefits from a sector such as mining.
That are impacted by mining investments or large-scale land-based investments, to see how do these communities benefit, what kind of impact, what are the benefits do they share? Are these investments really positively benefiting the local communities, or they are not? And it's sad to say that our observations are that these investments, be it mining investments, agricultural investments, are largely impacting host communities negatively rather than positively. The expectations of local communities, Zambian communities, that we will come up with laws that will promote or protect their rights. We'll come up with laws that will enhance their beneficiation from these investments. And those are the expectations. But unfortunately, our laws, we continue to come up with laws that largely protect investment or investors at the expense of host communities or local Zambians.
With you, when that bill came back, us as a committee, we're also not privileged actually to know why the bill came back. I had to start making calls to understand why the bill came back. I think this is in all honesty, and I hope this is not to be misquoted. I learned later that the concerns really came from Zambia Chamber of Commerce. I mean, no, Zambia Chamber of Mines. They are the ones that expressed concerns in regards to the bill. But then, like the director said, when I represented the Zambian people, we had stakeholders that are looking at generally at the Zambian. And then we have the Zambia Chamber of Mines that is looking at the profit side. So there was that conflict between, the regulation in regards to someone who's looking at making a profit and someone who's looking at generally, serving the Zambia's interest. So there was that clash. But then as a listening government, the government just didn't want to say and rubbish off what was coming from Zambia Chamber of Mines. They also wanted to give them an opportunity for them to come and present, and also just sit and appear before the committee so they can make the submission, so that we reach some consensus.
I say this is a baby for Ministry of Mines. It will not succeed. All of us must be thinking, what role can I play to ensure that this succeeds? And when we change our attitude to that, I think we'll see more progress in terms of implementation, not just of the policy, but also the legal frameworks. And just on a lighter note, I think sometimes, personally, I think we need to have a dictatorship. I've noticed that in countries where there's dictatorship, they've progressed significantly. Democracy is not doing us justice. I'm sorry, this is a personal opinion, it's not a ministry opinion. It's me speaking as me. Yes, having gone to countries which are dictatorships, yes. We need some sort of dictatorship for us to move. We need radical change for us to move. I think we need to become radical and ensure that we move and the country develops. Thank you.
So I think that these foreign investors for a very long time, they've been exploiting us as Zambians. And I think at this point we needed laws that will ensure that we are not exploited. Because for a very long time, we've had investors, and most of them don't even pay taxes. The same taxes that we claim to be getting from them, we don't get the necessary taxes that we should be getting as a country. Most of them, I know that when I don't know if it's because of the investment policy that we have in the country, where you say if someone is coming in for the first time to invest, they will spend 5 years without paying taxes and whatnot. And most of them, you find that when it comes to taxes, they will be declaring losses. they declare loss at that end of the day. But they're not living. They make a lot of money, but they don't pay the necessary taxes. There are very few companies that pay taxes, and most of them will get exploration licenses, and when they are doing the actual mining. So this is something that I've seen for myself, I've found on the ground. So I think that we need laws that will protect us as Zambians, and I think I've been looking forward to such a time.
When we check Chambesh mine is a big mine, and you'll find that the contribution to Zambia is, you can't even detect it. Even the suppliers are Chinese.